Don't hit your head. Don't hit your head over my head. Oh.
What's up?
How y'all doing tonight? We're gonna keep it short.
That's attempt number 1 at a different
Intro.
Good to see you again here at Captain K's Den.
There we go.
There we go. All right, cool. Watch, I'm gonna pull up another podcast. Good to see you.
No, don't curse us,
Right.
please.
Anyway, so here we are on our redo of the first podcast. And instead of talking about everything we talked about previously, where is my cuff? What the?
You lost it in the roll.
Did I?
It
Wait, for real?
tumbled. Like,
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's on the couch. It's on the other side of the couch. I'm pretty certain. Ground. You legit lost it in the roll. Because you definitely had it when we were talking earlier.
Yeah. Anyway, so, damn, tangent as hell. Instead of talking about the previous topics we talked about, we're going to just kind of break it up between this podcast and the next one, because this one is also going to be shorter. So we'll stop at around 11.
All right, that's good clean time.
So we are going to talk about how we were let down, about Ben Affleck.
Oh, yeah. Dropping the mantle.
Yes.
That he actually, when, was introduced to us as Batman, it was like, Ben Affleck is Batman. Well, I mean, it can be good. I'm a little excited. And then he pulled that shit off.
Very well. Very well.
Oh, nerdgasms. And now he's dropping it.
Yep. But who knows why? He didn't talk about why either. He was just like, I'm not Batman, with a smile on his face.
With excitement.
Yeah.
Like I'm letting you down, and I'm happy about it. Please die, nerds. Like,
I just
legitimately.
Like, you get to play Batman, like one of the coolest epic superheroes known to man.
That I openly speak of my disgust about him not being a mutant. Cause
right, being an actual
human being. BS. I mean, I could be dedicated. I don't think I could lift 1,000 pounds dedication, unfortunately.
Yeah, nah, that's life-changing stuff right there.
Yeah, and still stay slim, quick, and agile.
Yep.
Without, his body had wear and tear before the whole,
Dynesium.
Yeah, and the rebirth in the...
Yeah, Dynesium, yep.
The pit.
That's what it was.
Yeah, I just like the name of the pit. Dynesium. Okay, yeah, be scientific, cool.
I mean, I'm just saying. That was like one of my favorite series. It was nice. You know who wrote it? Scott Snyder, my man's.
Oh, bro.
Scott Snyder's that deal.
He legit is. Oh, wait. Can't let this tangent take over. We are still upset with Ben Affleck.
Yes, still upset with Ben Affleck. I just would have at least have liked to see a trilogy, a solo Bat trilogy. Not even solo, actually.
Just his movie.
Yeah, his movie, and then have him be in there with like Nightwing or Robin or Batgirl. I would totally like a solo first, then maybe a Robin movie, and then like a him and a Tim Drake. Like the whole
the family.
Yeah.
Like I just wanted his standalone where it explains all the effed up things that he did to Joker. Like,
yeah,
I wanted to see Bat Unleash, Ben Affleck angry for real, because Ben Affleck, he got it in him.
Yeah,
he's got it in him. Did anybody see the one where he's autistic? He's the accountant.
Yeah, he made that movie. Is it Fargo?
No, it's The Accountant.
Oh, it's called The Accountant.
Yeah, his name, I don't know.
But yeah, I know he won like an award for that too. Because he wrote it, directed it, starred in it.
Yeah, and then he made it believable.
Mm-hmm.
Acting you're supposed to, but he made it believable. I was like, this guy might actually be autistic. Like it was interesting. And
hold up, I'm gonna go make sure that mic is on. Cause I'm not. Either it's not. Yep, we're good. Man, I'm just saying, that last episode got me paranoid. An hour and 19 minutes, you can't hear none of it.
It's not a bad, as we gonna check it on the regular now. Right. It was a warning. It was a lesson to
very
be
true,
learned
very
from
true.
It.
Never be afraid to fail, because you always learn from your failures.
Yeah, in fact, we got great bloopers because of it.
This is true.
Our first video, outstanding in my opinion, because of the
you say outstanding?
Outstanding, in my opinion, because we failed. Like, we had to release a shorter introductory video because we failed with the long podcast in it. And the bloopers is what made people like, oh shit, you guys are pretty funny.
Right.
Like,
right. You think I'm funny?
What? Like, legit. But
yeah, very disappointed.
Yeah, I'm bringing in the point of view of Shades.
Shades on Shades, his brother, his little brother,
Elijah.
One day we'll talk about the origin of his nickname, but just know he is referred to as
the
Shades on
Shades. Just edit that in. Just edit like deep voices echoing into the vista. Like, so he was saying the reason a lot of people stopped being Batman, like all those great actors who played Batman and portrayed them, is like the directors are fans. So
the directors are fans
of Batman. And when you're a fan of Batman, I can see how you could pretty much stress out this person that's supposed to represent your idea of the character. A character that you did not create, but you are having a part in showing the world how you perceive them.
Yeah, your interpretation.
Yeah, and I can, as this human being, Bruce Wayne, which I still don't believe, I'm pretty sure his superpower is that he, has powers, but he's just tricking people into not believing he has powers. Fucking.
Or maybe at one point he's gonna get retconned like Tony Stark.
But yeah. Oh yeah, you were genetically engineered.
Yep.
Fucking knew it. But like,
I'm gonna just be sitting one day. I'm gonna get that phone call. Hey, I called it. What?
Pick up that phone. What are you talking about? It's in the other room. Go get it. Cause I fucking called it. But like, it's just because they have that like perfectionist in their mind, because that's what Bruce Wayne is. Any mistake could pretty much destroy an actor esteem as the character.
Good point.
So that's why he believes he stepped down so early and happily.
Yeah, for real. My opinion, I always thought it was more so the criticism, because Batman is obviously literally, if not he might be the second, or might be a tie between him and Superman. But either way, him and Superman, no offense to Marvel characters, but Batman and Superman are honestly the two most popular superheroes ever known to man.
Honestly, I'm a Marvel guy, and knowing as the world is now introduced to movies rather than the actual comic, which I'm not against, because as long as people freaking start seeing what's so exciting about it, like, I'm cool. That whole being picked on in high school, which I wasn't really picked on, but that whole stigmatism in high school, that being destroyed is pretty great. That's pretty great.
Yeah. But those two are the most popular people, and so
they're so popular that,
and so there's so many opinions about them.
Yeah, but they're so popular that in the recent release of like all these Marvel superhero movies that have been doing outstanding, people still can't tell the difference between DC and Marvel, because like you're like, what's your favorite Marvel movie? Well, I saw the one with Batman in it. That's not a Marvel movie. But regardless of ignorance or not, that's how popular they are.
Exactly. So they have so many opinions about these characters, and so if they don't turn out the right way, or turn out how they think they're going to turn out, or anything like that, it's just instant criticism.
Exactly. And as an actor, that destroys you.
Yep.
Because this is your bread and butter, baby. Yep. Jake said it better. You can't destroy my bread and butter. So that's like, so I totally understand.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I want to play Batman either. Like, that would be... I mean, I wouldn't take the role and step down, though. If I took the role, I'm going to take the role and ignore the trolls. Yeah,
legit role.
Bars. and I'm going to just keep on doing my thing,
I didn't know you were a rapper.
Well, Captain K. Mixtape is coming out. No,
2020. Kicking it in the den. DJ Ready, man. Like, what?
Man. But
Oh
yeah.
shit. Oh shit. That's gonna be a meme. You know that, right?
Yep.
Good job.
At least it won't be a meme until we get popular. We got this
Goals.
covered.
Goals.
Man. So, it's a shame, but, I mean, I'm really hoping we get somebody. Okay, I'm really hoping we get like a Tom Holland.
Yeah.
We knew who Tobey Maguire was. We kind of knew who Andrew Garfield was.
Yeah, but
You know?
we did not know who Tom.
Not
I mean,
at all.
I definitely didn't know.
We personally didn't know who Tom Holland was.
Yeah, but
And he came out
and rocked it
Man.
like, my God, that kid's Spider-Man.
perfect Spider-Man.
Legit.
So you never know. You never know. They could get somebody random and new. I mean, it's two ways it can go. Either you can get a Tom Holland, or you can get a Last Airbender. So
please,
it's gonna be one or the other.
the fact that it's so, oh damn it. And then the way DC movies have been selling, because people are expecting Marvel movies because of, again, the ignorance. But again, I'm not upset yet because they're learning at least about it. I would hope it's a Tom Holland.
Yeah, me too.
Like,
I mean, honestly, I know a lot of people give DC a lot of, criticism, but
it's because it's so dark and they don't expect it to be.
yeah, and it's like, it was a combination of things, really. Like, think about it. I mean, I'm gonna give it to Shazam to see, but look at the record real quick. We got Batman v Superman, Man of Steel, and Justice League, all more so Zack Snyder's ideas.
Right.
And then we got Suicide Squad, but that was, what's his name? I think it's like Esquire, David Esquire or something like that. But I think that was still produced by Zack Snyder.
Right.
So post Zack Snyder, we got Wonder Woman and we got Aquaman, two of the best DC movies to date.
True.
And so now we got Shazam coming, and then we'll see how that one does.
And we're both excited.
Yes. And if that does well, then that kind of proves that, like, I'm not gonna say it was Zack Snyder because I'm a huge Zack Snyder fan.
I wouldn't say it's Zack Snyder either. It's just his idea. People can't.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, his idea is not the idea. Here's how I always described it. Zack Snyder's vision should have been like a reboot type of thing. Like, they should have came out with like these initial movies to show how these characters are and like their main continuity.
Right.
Then maybe like 10, 15 years down the line, tap Zack Snyder, had him do like a Elseworlds type of story.
Legit.
And then so you can see these people in a different perspective. That would have been good. This is his story. His vision was not the first exposure type of story you want to get people. That's gonna turn them all off of the character.
Legit, because it's a superhero movie.
Yeah.
So they're like taking their kids and stuff, expecting funny jokes.
You see Batman over here killing brand new people, Superman snapping necks. Like, it's just all that.
Honey,
Right.
I think we downloaded the wrong Justice League.
Man.
Like, nah, bro, you didn't. And it's
all
only
types of
because Zack Snyder, huge comic book fan.
Yep.
He actually believes in the comics. He reads the comics, and he knows DC is the dark side of comics. Well, not the total dark side, because then we got like Dark Horse. Dark Horse is pretty fucked up. Imagine's pretty horrible. Walking Dead, all heartbreaking. Anyway, it's DC Detective Comics, the nitty gritty, grueling hard work of comic book characters.
Exactly.
Like, not everybody's a mutant that can destroy a city block just because they sneeze the wrong way. You know? These people, not just most of, all of them have been through traumatic experiences. Or if they haven't yet, they're going to be, because it's DC.
Yep, this is true.
But, I mean, they're going to live through it or die and then come back from it stronger, deeper, more welcoming.
So, I don't know, it's just... And on top of that, Warner Brothers came, they got into his stuff and tried to, like, mix it into something it wasn't. Just like...
Legit, because they were like, oh my god.
Right.
No one's going to want to watch this. We need to make it like Marvel.
Yep, exactly.
Get the editor in here. And he's like, there's only so much I can do with this.
You talking about filming a whole new movie. That's what you just said to me.
I can't do what you want with this.
This is editing.
Is good, but I can't turn it to that.
Right.
That's literally impossible.
I mean, it's one thing to change the lighting and the tone, but you want me to change the script and the movie
and the characters, like,
and people dying.
Like, you want me? What do you want? Do you want like just gold pots when people get shot? Like, what happens?
You think there's just some magic Marvel filter I could just put in front? Like, it doesn't work like that.
Like, oh my god, no. I literally imagine that. Like, okay, this is the movie
Marvel
without
filter.
the filter. Ah! It's the Marvel filter. Oh. Like,
the picture's a symbol.
No, it's great, kids. Like, no, it doesn't work that way.
That would work perfectly in a Deadpool movie. A Marvel filter. Oh,
yeah. I'm surprised he didn't do that shit with his Once Upon a Deadpool remake of 2.
Man.
Which
I actually didn't see that.
I was just gonna say, me being a big Deadpool fan, I did not support that.
Yeah, I heard it was very terrible.
Yeah, because it's PG-13.
Yep.
It was done right the first time. Don't fuck it up.
Yep.
I mean, I appreciate that they did it for Marvel, but Ryan Reynolds knew what he was doing the first 2 times. The possible third, which I don't.
There's supposed to be a third.
Yeah, the possible third. I say that like that because he didn't plan it to be a third, because he was like 2 is going to be amazing, and then I'm just drop the mic, and then fans, and then he was like, you know what? Fuck it, let's do a 3.
Oh no, I thought he was going to do a third from the get go. There's so many stories to tell with Deadpool. I'm surprised.
It is, but it's like in cinema lighting, rated R rating. It's like, I think we did it, guys.
Nah. You know another reason I refuse to let him quit? Because he's been hounding freaking Hugh Jackman to do a Wolverine movie with him.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, you can't keep hounding him and be just like, I'm gonna hang up my coat after only 2 movies.
Like, I did good, guys. Put it back on. Pat me on the back.
I was done. No, you wasn't.
Shit.
Alright, I guess I wasn't done. It's still cold in here. I'm keeping my coat on.
I guess. I mean, knowing him though, and how much he loves the character and loves just being an ass,
yeah,
he's going to do a good third one.
Yeah. Because I imagine he wouldn't give up until he at least gets to cross over more people, like the Avengers.
Yeah, he definitely wanted that Deadpool meets the Avengers.
Yeah,
even though he was talking shit. It was that, like, I'm gonna talk shit because I'm hurt it hasn't happened yet. And then, like you said, the Hugh Jackman thing, he was pretty serious about that too.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah, it's just, it's tons of stories though. None of them make sense. It's tons of stories.
Deadpool doesn't make sense. So.
No.
Yeah.
Like, that new, no, not the new one. I won't go that. The one I started in the summer, the way it started was him fighting zombie presidents. And it ended with him gaining a family. Legitimately.
Yeah, that is totally off the wall.
Yeah, it's like, you're so deep yet so chaotic.
It's beautiful.
Exactly. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm too young for this reference, but I still laugh.
I have to Google it.
1 second. Oh! That is hilarious.
I see what you did there.
Alright.
It's like the average day of watching Family Guy.
Legitimately. Man.
All these freaking 80 references and 70 references. It's like, yo, Seth, you do know we're like, now we're kind of in our like mid-20s or a little older.
But when we came out, I mean, I was...
Yeah, like I was
12.
I've been watching Family Guy since it first came out in 2000. I'm like, dude, you know how old I was in 2000? Why is he over here putting 80s references? Like, dude.
It was an adult cartoon.
Yeah, exactly. It's not for kids.
But that was his main audience.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's a cartoon.
Just like, Rick and Morty's doing that too.
Yeah.
Like, and they do it on purpose.
Yeah.
In fact, they like got whole episodes dedicated to the point that kids are laughing at what they don't know. Like, they don't get the reference, but they know it's supposed to be funny.
Exactly.
And he makes fun of his own fans for that shit. The right way. Tastefully.
Can't wait for season 4.
Bro, I know. Hype.
The hat. No, it's not the time.
No.
Anyway, so that's pretty much what we think of Ben Affleck. A lot of different tangents in there, but you get the gist of it.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, we're disappointed in stepping down. We were happy when he took up the mantle. We were ecstatic to find out how great he was at it. Yep. Just very disappointed he's stepping down.
Very. Next up, Battle Angel Alita.
Oh, yeah.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! I'll probably put up like a sub.
You know, you can just fucking like blur my face for this whole part with the sign that says "spoiler warning." Like, it's just that bad of how much we're going to ruin.
Yep.
The secrecy of the plot.
Yes. So you haven't seen it. I don't tell you. I mean, you're still watching. So I don't know what to tell you this way. You're still watching.
Literally going to tell everything about this movie. So please, if you do not want to, be spoiled, this
just pause the video. Go see the movie. Come back. Unpause. There you go.
That works better.
We'll give you some time. Okay, ready? All right.
Yeah. Let's hop into this. Let's hop into this. We've been waiting for this.
Yeah.
First time, the mic went up. Speaking of mic.
Yep. Check it. Still green?
Oh, yeah, we good.
All right, cool.
Never
Hour
again.
and 19 minutes.
Never again. Legit. But, let's just hop into the fact that we hated the supporting character.
Hugo. Get the
fuck off.
Out the movie.
Fuck off, mate.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna remake the movie and just erase his whole character.
His whole point. His
entire character. And have everything else the same.
Legit. I mean, like, I would actually think the writing was better if, like, 100%.
He was the bad writing.
He legit was the bad writing. I mean, like, there were spaces here and there, but
there were plot holes here and there.
They were trying to fit so many books into one, and they left it open for a sequel that we probably will never get because they didn't make the money. Not even a quarter of the money they spent on the movie back. But this man, cliche.
Here's how cliche he was. Okay, so every line he had was a foreshadow, and it was dumb. So he's with Alita one day, and he's like, if I had a body like yours, I would go up. He's like tendrils that connect the lower city to the higher city or whatever. And he's like, I would walk that up, and I would walk up that and go to the big fancy city, which is his dream. He wants to go to the big fancy city in the sky.
First off, that being his dream is the most cliche thing ever.
Yes, he wants to make it
lives
to the
in
big
the slums.
Rich city.
He lives in the slums. Been a slum boy his whole life.
This man is Aladdin. His
only dream is to make it big in the big. Not even make it big in the big city. Live in the big city.
He just wants to live in the big fancy city.
Yeah, he wants to be up there with the somebodies.
Yep. All right, Aladdin. Relax. Okay.
You ain't got no Princess Jasmine,
no
Jasmine fancy
ain't up there.
Genie, and no flying carpet. Sit your ass down.
Go back to the slums where you belong.
You dirty dog. That just makes me hurt when you say go back to the slums where you belong. Because I mean, there's people out here.
No offense to anybody that's in the slums.
Just for this movie, though.
Right, just for this
movie.
Go back to because we hate Hugo. So he gets a body at some point in the movie. Long story short, we'll talk about that later. And he starts walking up the tendrils, and when you know it, this thing comes down that's supposed to stop people from doing that, and he gets cut and he dies for the second time.
Yep.
Yes,
second time.
So the first time he gets framed for a murder, and what I don't understand is the murder he got framed for was a clean cut kill. It was a clean sword kill. He doesn't have a sword.
He's barehanded, legitimately.
He has grenades, fire grenades, but no sword.
Even the fire grenades, I'm pretty sure, like, when he used it, it was like, oh shit, I forgot I had these.
Right.
And it was so ineffective that it was no point in him throwing them at all.
Not at all.
Like, I don't even think it, like, made a real distraction. It's like...
No, it was like, it caught the guy's the guy's cape on fire.
Yeah.
And so he, like, took it off and threw it out.
Legit, I don't even think he freaked out.
No, he didn't.
Like,
he was just like...
oh, man... Okay.
And then he walked after Hugo. Like, he didn't even run. He was like, you're still in sight.
He had a 20-minute chase scene where he's running his ass off and his, like, chaser is legit taking a stroll.
Yep.
That's how unimportant Hugo is as a character.
Mm-hmm.
And they really push for him to be important in Alita's
They really do. He's the second damn near most important character in the movie. It's just like, why? So he dies from... Okay, so Alita comes to save him from the guy that's hunting him. And she makes it in time. Yet he still dies from the guy. She gets there, and then the guy's like, hey, I framed him for murder. And she's like, what? I mean, that's pretty much what happened. He's like, hey, look on the wall there.
Legit, their legal system is so dumb. He's like, as long as I say it, it goes.
Yeah, right? Pretty much.
All you have to be is a hunter warrior, and anything you claim is the truth, and there's no contesting it.
So he lives a bounty. He's wanted for murder. And so the guy's like, here, let me make it easy for you, girl. Stabs him. I'm like, she stood there and let him, and then she was just like,
yeah,
like you let it happen.
She watched as he prepared to stab him. It wasn't one of those things while they were talking. It was just sudden. It was legit like a build up.
He walks up and he's like, I'm gonna make it easy for you. Stab.
Like, and she's 3 times faster than him, which they show him several times in the movie. And by this point in the movie, she has this better body, which we'll go over, that makes her even faster than that.
Yep.
So
it was just dumb. His first and second death was just really, really dumb. Really stupid.
Made no sense.
And on top of that, the second one was even more offensive because, okay, she saves your life by basically helping you get a new robot body so you can have a second chance at life. The first thing he does, he doesn't get up and test his body. He doesn't get up and think about where she's at, call her, nothing. He gets up, he's like, I got a robot body. I'm gonna go up to the city.
He immediately strikes out for his dream.
Yes, he forgot all about her. He wasn't even thinking about her.
And after making like these false promises that made her fall in love with him in the first place, I guess, like about, even thinking about giving up his dream just to be with her, which he only slightly hinted at. I'm not gonna lie, she inferred that more than he said.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
But the simple fact that she saved his life, got rid of his bounty for the second.
Yep. Because it came back.
Yeah, it came back because they somehow confirmed that he wasn't really dead eventually. But they didn't explain how that happened either. Just the same way like the bounty was set up.
Yeah. There are a lot of, like we said, there's some plot holes in here.
Definitely plot holes. And it's probably because it's like a really old manga and they're trying to make it modern and American. They
could have made it modern and American by just taking him out the movie though.
Hit me up high, please. Like he did not belong. And legitimately, he doesn't even like get up, ask the doctor what happened. He doesn't get up and try to figure out what happened to his body. He does nothing. Literally.
What you see him laying in bed with his new robot body, unconscious. Then the next scene, he's walking up the thing.
Legit, like scene break. With her having her little
yeah, because she just went and fought something.
Yeah, she took out the hunter warrior.
Yeah.
Whatever, and then went up.
Morpheus.
Yep. Yeah.
It wasn't really Morpheus. I called him Morpheus.
He definitely was a Morpheus fan. We will call that.
Yeah.
But it was just the fact that it literally, as soon as she mentions him in that scene with Morpheus and the main antagonist of the movie, who we didn't even get more than 5 actual screen minutes of.
Edward Norton. That's what it was.
It legit was.
Yeah,
Edward Norton. It's just 5 minutes. Edward Norton. And it's like, oh yeah, well I can hurt you in other ways, like your boyfriend. Bonnie's back up, and he's climbing the tower. There is no like, oh, I got this body, I'm gonna go up the tower. No, it's just, I'm gonna make it to the city.
Like, you would think he would have got him like, where's Alita? No, nothing.
Nothing. No segue. It was just, he was doing it. And the thing is, he had a strong body, stronger than human, but it was still rinky dink because it was like an emergency surgery to get him the body.
Yeah, so he couldn't. So the things that came down and sliced him, he couldn't jump it. Alita jumped it. He couldn't jump it because his body is not as strong as hers.
Yeah, I mean hers was super upgraded, but even then,
by the movie, she basically becomes invincible. Literally, she has a self-healing body. It's faster, stronger than anything known to man. She has like this super OP sword that cuts through anything, and she could light it on fire. She became invincible.
She legit did. And the way they did it, like to prove how invincible she was, like I'm gonna call him sub boss.
Yeah, it's fair.
Mid boss maybe. No, wait, that's registered trademark. Sub boss. He was a sub boss. You wanna know that face? Let me know that you don't know what I mean.
I know exactly what a sub boss is. What are you
No,
talking
the
about?
mid boss being registered trademark.
Oh yeah, no.
So there's this game I love, Disgaea.
Ah,
It's RPG,
I think-
JRPG.
Because that's like only one of the few things I don't play.
Yeah, and the one of the characters is so insignificant that his name is mid boss.
Damn.
Damn. Quoted by the main protagonist. He just named him mid boss. Like he had a really magnificent name, but he's like, nah, you're more mid boss. And then his name's literally changed in game text in script to mid boss for the rest of the game.
I want to see that.
It's awesome.
I gotta see that.
You just look it up on YouTube.
Definitely.
But this sub boss, he's like super bad, super strong. He takes out her father figure in the movie that she.
No, they didn't fight.
No, he caught his sight for something, knocked him down. That's how it all started.
No. He was about to run after him.
Is that all that was?
Yeah, because remember, so he came out with the sight thing. He knocked off that one guy's arm, and they tried the other guy, but then he sliced him, and that was when she came and saved him.
Okay, yeah, okay.
And then he was about to go help Alita, and then he grabbed his sight and then grabbed his head and put him on the wall.
He's straight,
Like,
straight Broly, does it?
Yeah, he really did. He grabbed his whole head with his hand and just like,
palmed it. Like, your head looks nice.
yeah.
It looks better in my hand. Like, legit. Bodied
But
this
yeah,
man. And
he
he's
got-
supposed to be like super experienced. Been doing it for 10
Yeah.
years or something.
So he got messed up in the first fight, and then he came back with an upgrade where he had like basically Doc Ock hands,
Oh,
more or
yeah.
less. Like he had Doc Ock's arms for fingers, and so he messed her up in the second fight.
He like blended her.
Yep. And then the third fight, she had this invincible ass body, so
It legit was like.
she won in like what 3 moves?
Yeah, it went from like 2 epic sub boss fights to natural enemy number 1. He literally dropped that far in rank. Like he had this cool new hand or whatever. He used it. He smacked her. Her body instantly healed, and she's like, never again.
Here's how I'm gonna describe it. Anybody watch Pop-Up Girls? Remember when Blossom fought Princess that very first time? She bodied her so quick. That's exactly how it was.
Yeah.
Cause like he had his little tendrils, and he was like, she's like, swing, done.
Legit,
then-
that was the whole fight.
And then
Nope,
he had
nope,
like 3 more.
dead.
Yeah, exactly. Nope. Then she jumped up, sliced him in half,
That was
so
the whole fight.
bodied him immediately.
And I mean, he was reoccurring enemy number 1.
yeah, he was like the big bad of the movie. So it was
Legitimate,
well,
like
the second big bad, I guess.
Yeah, lackey number legit
Yeah,
1.
Yep.
Man, it was so disappointing because
It
it went
was.
from like 2 epic fights where it's like her showing off how badass she is, and he didn't really do nothing in the first fight. It was just his
Yeah, for the most part.
his co-team or whatever which she bodied, and then she kicked his arm off, which was pretty slick. Like I told you, I love martial arts movies.
Mm-hmm. That
Love
one was
it.
really clean.
That was an epic axe kick if I ever done seen one. That was like moonsault axe kick.
Mm-hmm.
She just butter as it slid from the joints, and then he ran away. And he came back with this cool arm.
Mm-hmm. And he still got work. Don't get us like she lost, but he still got work.
Yeah, like she lost because she never got this upgrade because her dad was refusing to give her an upgrade because he didn't want her to have to live the life she came from. He wanted her to have a choice. But I think if she chooses to have that same life, it's her choice.
Right, like what I didn't
life.
understand is like he didn't give her the body because he's like, I don't want you to be this OP ass robot killing machine. She's like, okay, well I'm gonna go be this OP ass robot killing machine with the
Without
body
the
I already
body.
got. Like you forget? Like I just whooped ass before. You think I want to do it again in this
You
body?
think just because I'm, I'm only at 1% of my true power.
Right. Because I got a wooden body, I won't go kick some ass.
You don't remember when I whooped 3 cyborgs and saved your old ass?
Right.
I can do that shit again.
So that logic did not make that made her even more mad because then right after he said no, she was like, okay, I'm about to go be a bounty hunter.
Legit.
Sign up to be a bounty hunter. went and started a giant bar fight with a bunch of other bounty hunters.
Whooped all they asses like it was nothing legit. She had a slow motion action scene, one of the coolest scenes in the movie. Pouncing the glass beers off the table and kicking them simultaneously in the dudes' faces. Oh, so sexy. Anyway, like she was badass, and she would have been badass regardless. It was just that he refused to give her the body that was actually hers.
Right, that's gonna make her even more badass.
So, for no reason.
Made no sense.
Because as soon as she lost the body that he...
No one will ever hurt you again.
Yeah. As soon as she lost the less OP body,
right.
he immediately gave her the
right, no hesitation. There was like there was not even no thought to it. You know, it wasn't like a scene where he's sitting there thinking about like
if I do this,
do it? Right? Like,
she will become the thing I was trying to protect her
exactly.
from.
No, he was just like, he was
I
carrying her.
Here we go.
Hold on, I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it.
No one guaranteed out. Like, oh, thanks, Dad.
Should have did in the first place.
What killed me is she actually said thanks, Dad.
Yep,
like,
sure did.
Because when he told her no, she's like, "You're not my dad."
Looking at his new head.
Like, let me fucking hear something. She got bodied, then he regretted it. Yep. And then it's just like, thanks, Dad. You listened. Oh, now he dead. Okay, we see how that goes.
This movie did give me a lot of hope, though, for a live-action Air Gear movie. Oh my god, those motorball scenes were the best scenes in the movie. Yeah. My personal favorite scene was the motorball scene where she's like trying to compete for like a preliminary spot or whatever.
Oh my god!
And it was just. I could watch that scene over and over again.
I mean,
I don't know if I could watch the movie over and over again, but I could watch
that scene. Legit, yeah. It's just unfortunate that the scene only progressed because Hugo's useless ass.
Yeah.
Fucking Hugo's useless ass was the main cause of it extending.
Because she was in there and then she had to leave out to go rescue his ass.
Which he shouldn't have even been in the situation.
That was another thing. Yeah, he ended up in that situation for the dumbest reason. He went to go quit
the job he hadn't showed up for 6 months.
Yes, he goes to quit a job he hasn't even been shown up for in the first place. Like, you haven't even been here. Why?
It's literally addressed that way when he comes to quit. He's like, man, he's like pushing his friend because his friend is the one, I guess, he got into the business and he's trying to get his friend out while quitting. And his friend's like, bro, why you trying to mess up my cash, my bread, because you quit? Like, and then on top of that, you haven't been here, bro. We've been doing this shit for the past 6 weeks without you.
So it was just like, so you didn't have to be there in the first place. Because instead of going to the motorball tournament, he went to go quit his frowned upon job, let's just say, of him jacking parts from pro motorball people. But that's who it was. It was always pro motorball people. He's jacking parts from their bodies and selling them to whatever that guy's name
Morpheus.
Yeah, Morpheus.
Fucking Morpheus.
He's over here selling them to Morpheus or whatever. And so he goes there to quit. And it's just like, why are you you gonna quit for that hard body? Which I guess was some type of insult slang. It's like the N-word, you know?
The cyborg.
Right. I guess they're called hard bodies when you want to disrespect them.
Because, you know, robot lives matter too.
Right.
Well, that was the main plot of the movie. Robot lives matter too.
Yeah.
Stay strong. Next time you look at your toaster, you thank that son of a bitch for toasting that piece of bread for you.
And your cell phone, your TV, every bit of technology you got.
We're thanking the cell phone and the microphone right now. I mean, we got sound.
We got sound?
We got sound.
We got sound. So it was like, okay. So he goes to quit, and then that's when the bounty hunter dude shows up, and he's just like, I'm gonna frame you.
Yeah, like I've been waiting to get back at Alita for whooping my ass in the bounty hunter bar.
Yep.
Cause I'm a softie.
And on top of that, you was talking all that shit in the bar standing next to her.
True.
Because he was.
He really was. He literally defenseless in the bar. Legit. I mean, any one of them would have gave him his number.
Yep.
Broken those teeth. knuckle sandwich.
Because in the bar, when they're standing there talking, the bounty hunter guy is talking to Alita, and then he's like, you need to drop the, what did he call him? Meat bag, I think?
Yeah.
He's like, you need to drop the meat bag and come with me, and then...
Which is another slang for humans.
Yeah.
Like, totally humanoid people.
And then Hugo's like, hey, wait, what you stepping up for?
Yeah.
What you about to do?
And
What?
then, in fact, I think Alita put him in check in the bar because he
Right,
said something. She was like,
hey, don't, you know, like, what you really gonna do? If I move my arm.
Like, you cute and all, but my man's still a cyborg.
Right. You literally worrying about this guy earlier. You were like, I hate to be that guy's target. But you talking big to him in the bar?
Foreshadowing.
Oh, yeah. Foreshadowing, yes. Hugo points out the bounty hunter guy to Alita, and he's like, he's scanning for his next target. I hate to be that guy.
He ends up
being the guy.
He ended up being the next target. He's the dude he frames for murder.
Mm-hmm.
Like, thanks, Hugo. Well, I mean, we would have saw it coming because we were so shocked to see you were stealing parts from cyborgs.
Other foreshadow, when she hands him her heart, she literally hands her heart over to Hugo, and she uses
after
that.
One kiss.
Yep, after one kiss, and she uses that to save his life when he gets killed the first time. Yep. So it's so many different points of foreshadowing.
Yeah, I mean, like, foreshadowing was the main.
Mm-hmm.
Main thing that stood out in the movie. Like, everything that was ever shown would eventually lead to it happening in some way or form.
No, definitely. What about you? What was your favorite scene?
I still gotta give it up to the bar fight.
Bar fight was epic.
Like,
bar fight was very epic.
I think I explained my favorite scene, but I'm gonna give y'all the run back one more time. See, Alita's in the bar, just beating bounty hunters because she's trying to get a civil war going, basically, where she's like trying to get the bounty hunters to search for the main sub boss.
I think like Gargusha or something like that.
Something.
I know it starts with like a G,
but like not foreign modern or foreign past. It's like foreign for movie's sake,
right?
And of course, the bounty hunters are like, there ain't no bounty on this dude. We work for pay. We are sell swords. This is our bread. This is our bread and butter. Don't mess up our bread and butter. We not about to get
right. You want us to go fight somebody for free?
You want us to risk our lives for nothing? For the right of people, other people's lives? Where's the gold in that? And then she's like up in arms about it, which, I mean, she was pure hearted. I could see her being like that.
And then she challenges him, and she's like, "Look, if any of y'all could beat me, then wait, what was the thing if they win? I don't remember.
I think she would quit being a bounty hunter or something dumb.
Something like that.
And they didn't even care that she was a bounty hunter, really.
Yeah, no, they didn't.
At all.
She was like, if I win, though, you guys got to join me in this fight.
And they were just like, okay, new girl. And she gets the whooping ass, and they're like, okay, new girl.
Pretty much.
Like, but the fight escalated so far to the point where nobody ended up joining her, and she didn't quit either way. So it was a pointless fight. Yeah. But my favorite scene though is when she smacks the table, the two beer bottles pop up, and the two dudes stand up to punch her. She kicks the bottles, hits them in the face, and they both take dirt naps.
Yep.
That shit was solid.
It was very cool.
That was the cleanest chops I ever done seen, man.
And then her dad comes in and stops the whole fight with one phrase.
One fucking phrase. No more free upgrades. Literally.
The whole bar just stops. They're like,
what? No free upgrades?
Right, no more free?
Sits down, start acting like gentlemen. Oh, we're sorry, dear Alita. We didn't mean to be so rude to you. Forgive us for our insolence.
Right?
Like, oh, you bringing out the $10 words now, huh?
Reading the dictionary real quick. Like,
you gotta find out the source.
Insolence.
And the one dude who did nothing the entire fight, the dog guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
He was hilarious.
He was awesome. He was probably my favorite character.
Yeah. Let's not forget about Hugo doing his one moment of fame. Hugo was waiting the whole bar fight to do something. Finally, he gets a chance to like tase somebody. That was it.
Legit. And it wasn't it after the fight or something? It was like
it was close to the end.
Very end.
Yep. And
that's all his smack led up to was
tasing
somebody. And I think that guy got back up.
Pretty sure. I mean, it's a taser, like he's a robot or cyborg.
Yeah,
whatever.
he was just like, That shit hurt, but
I think he saved her from getting hit once.
One
that,
time.
like she was about to get hit, tase, and then the dude like kind of stumbled forward and didn't hit her. So
yeah, that was it. Cause I mean, she was giving somebody a hand. She was just
yep.
in their business, and man, tase. Thank you, go.
Yep. Exactly. That's exactly how it went.
He was like, "Yeah, I did something."
Hugo for the win.
Fix his leather jacket because he fucking wore a leather jacket. That's
Yep.
how stereotypically cliche he was.
Stereotypical.
Rode a motorcycle.
The rebellious love interest.
Oh my god.
Man.
Your dad said, "Don't worry about motorball. I'm gonna show you motorball. It's greatest sport known to
By
man."
the way, just so you guys know, it's definitely motorball, and throughout,
It's like the way they
like, yeah, you go
pronounce
around,
it and then show it.
Yeah,
You
don't see it actually spelled out for a while.
Yeah, it definitely will make you think murder.
People
They're-
out there getting
They're
murdered,
knocking
man.
people's bodies off legitimately, and because they have cyborg bodies, like they can do the worst. Like there were literally people holding one dude's arm and the other person holding his leg, and they tore him in half. And then he's just on the ground like that hurt, like comic relief. Okay, yeah, you didn't die, but your body's in pieces. Murder ball to me.
Man, I couldn't do it.
I don't know, man. Yeah,
I think no, they didn't have any humans. I think it was all cyborgs.
it was all cyborgs.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't think any human could participate.
Nah.
I mean, but
Well, I mean, technically, because they got the little human motor bra, which is what she got introduced to at the beginning.
oh yeah, in the streets.
Yeah.
But even then, like when they were playing,
Man.
he knocked her hard.
Yeah, he like
if
elbowed her.
If she was human, she definitely would have had a concussion.
Oh yeah, concussion, a nosebleed.
Yeah,
she would have been on the ground.
Legit.
For real.
Just because he was racist towards cyborgs too.
Yep.
Which brings up my next point in the movie that I went on a tangent about last time, that we lost to the great silence. Silence for the great silence. The fact that everyone in the city had prosthetics. I mean, every single person had a prosthetic of some kind. And the ones that didn't were, of course, the people that were jacking prosthetics and cybernetic parts. And it didn't make sense, because it was like, okay, in the world of today, or in the world in the near future, I don't see more people losing limbs for the fuck of it. And with everyone being poor, who was supplying everyone with these prosthetics? You know what? You come to find out that there's only one prosthetic giving doctor in the entire city, and he's doing upgrades for free. But I mean, even after 10 years of doing that, there's no way in hell he would have got all
the entire
7,000 whatever people in the bottom Earth city, the last city under the sky city. There's no way in hell. And it's just, I just didn't understand how that was a thing. Like, I get the few cyborg bounty hunters, because I mean, they're making gold, killing people and cashing in. Even though, like, the way bounties are rated didn't really make sense either.
Man, we go on so many tangents about all of that, to be honest with you. But the main thing is, like, so the doctor owns a shop where he gives out prosthetics and all that, and he keeps the shop running from doing bounty hunter
Yeah, he's a
missions.
bounty hunter himself.
Yeah, he's a bounty hunter himself, so he takes that money, and that's how he keeps the shop going. So he gives out free prosthetics and free upgrades for other prosthetics,
which he finds in the
junkyard.
Yeah, the junkyard, or the graveyard from Sky City.
Yep. So it's implied that he's giving out prosthetics to the entire city, and he's able to do that because of how much he bounty hunts and keeps his shop going.
Right.
So it's, I guess, plausible, but highly unlikely.
Yeah. Because I mean, like, there's no cops, so all crime goes to bounty hunting.
Yep.
But considering how many bounty hunters it was.
That one dude had like 200 kills, the Asian dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 200 and something confirmed kills. I think it's 207.
Yeah, and with that being the case, it would seem totally illogical, impossible for him to make enough gold to run his shop, and then at night bounty hunt
And be able to give out free prosthetics.
Free prosthetics. Not possible.
Very, very unlikely.
But hey,
like we said, the movie had plot holes, so
huge flaws. But
overall, though,
it's still enjoyable.
Very enjoyable,
especially since I like action. I like robots.
Yep.
And I like martial arts.
If you like those three things, you go see the movie.
Legit.
Or if you like air gear,
go see the movie.
I'm telling you, like when I was watching, I'm like, Alita Battle Angel. You mean the prequel to Air Gear?
What? Yeah. Like it was definitely great with the whole, because in the end it definitely came down to her doing molder ball.
Yep. That was the ending shot of her doing like motor ball.
Yep, and looking towards the sky, towards the main antagonist,
Edward Norton.
That you only see 5 minutes of screen time.
Yep. And so it's hinted that there might be a sequel, but it's like it ended in a way to where it doesn't have to be. Like you see her looking up at the city with her sword, and then it's implied that she just became the motorball champion, so she's gonna go up to the city, hunt him down, and kill him. That's what's implied.
Right.
So it could end there, but it also could not, because you could face a situation to where throughout the whole movie, and she's seeing these flashbacks, she sees like an old partner of hers.
Right.
Emmanuel thinks that they have a sequel. Her partner will be the main villain's like bodyguard up in the city. Which sounds very very plausible, because that would be the only thing you could do.
That would be the only thing that could stop her.
Yeah, because at the sequel, only person who could stop her is like one of her. If it's not one of her, she's
impossible.
Gonna blow right through him.
Legitimately, like her biggest struggle was the motorball tournament where she was trying to get to Hugo, and that was only because she wasn't focused on fighting the 6 people trying to kill her.
She really got through them really easily, honestly.
Even not focusing, like at the end they had it where she was like struggling with 2 or 1 was holding her down, but then
because they caught her off guard, because like you said, she wasn't focused on him.
Yeah, she wasn't focused on him, but she just got, once she got her bearings, she hit them once each, and it was over.
Yep.
Like that's how badass she became with her body, and the fact that she was found in the graveyard, I can only assume that it was her partner turned evil for whatever reason, is the reason she ended up in the graveyard in the first place.
Exactly.
And with her being in the graveyard, it still didn't make sense why main antagonist tried to kill her after he found out she survived.
There's still a lot of questions raised, so hopefully there's a sequel. There will be, because like you said, the money, but hopefully there will be a sequel so we can get some answers as to what happened to her. Yeah. What's up in the city.
Yeah.
You don't even get to see the city.
You never. Not throughout the whole thing. Even through her flashbacks, you don't ever once see the actual city. You also never once get the full story of the war that they reference.
All you get is that there was some kind of civil war between like Mars colony of Earthlings and the regular Earthlings, and don't know why they had a war, but they went to war,
and it didn't even seem like it was the whole Earth colony of Earthlings. It was like just the Sky City folk.
Yeah, yep.
Versus the Mara City folk.
Yeah, the people in the slums did give a shit.
They were just like, wow, cyborgs are fighting cyborgs above us.
What's weird though, another question raised is like, okay, if it was like a colony of Martians, well, they're Earthling Martians. How did they come up with the advanced technology to make Alita's, like, her?
Yeah, how did all Mars tech surpass Earth tech
if they're still Earthlings?
Yeah, if they're still Earthling, like.
But then again, it's only implied that they're Earthlings. It was never confirmed, but you don't see any aliens running around though, so that's why this makes you think it probably was
years
Earthlings.
In the future, everybody got fucking prosthetics. Right. There's not one goddamn goob glob walking down the street. It's all freaking humans or cyborgs.
So
I don't even think, were there even like full robotic, like a total robot beings?
Alita was probably the closest thing to that, because she had a human brain.
Yeah.
But everything else about her was a robot.
I mean, outside of the Guardians that weren't really Guardians, the Bounty Hunter Guardians, the one that kept the other Bounty Hunters.
Yeah, well, yeah, them. That's it. Those only robots.
And the Bounty Hunter Assignment Center.
Yep.
That was a robot. That was a computer, like 100% computer.
But otherwise, there were no robots.
No walking around sentient robot beings. So it was like, well, why is this Martian? It was some things, but
it was some questions.
I think they did that on purpose to set up for a sequel, but
Leave
like I
room
said,
open for one, yeah.
like I said, the money wasn't enough.
Mm-hmm.
They can't. They probably won't be doing it. In fact, I'm pretty certain they won't be doing a sequel unless something sporadically happens with the DVD sales.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, true.
Like, but who buys DVDs anymore? I want to say like a lot of us, but I feel like more people. You wait till it comes out on Netflix.
This is true. And with that being said, we do recommend you guys go buy Into the Spider-Verse on DVD out now.
Oh yeah.
We're not sponsored, but just saying that
you,
is a fantastic movie.
Need
Highly
it in your
recommend
life.
it.
Support it, please.
Please do.
Because
it won an Oscar.
It really did.
It won more than an Oscar. It won a lot of stuff, but the Oscar was the most recent thing. So,
right. Please check it out. It's our movie that you absolutely must have in your collection.
Yep.
Regardless if you collect or not, let that be the start of your collection.
Yep, exactly.
Like if it has, or if you're just done collecting movies and you're like, I'm never buying another DVD, let that be the last one you buy. It's worth it.
Before we go, let's talk about the biggest plot hole in the movie, in my opinion. When she's at the motorball stage and those people want to kill her, why doesn't she recognize none of the people from the bar?
My God, they are literally all people, and they're not just all people from the bar that she went to a couple nights ago.
There's a majority.
It's all people she had a significant introduction to at the bar.
Yes. It was this one lady in particular named Screwhead, where the big bounty hunter dude's like, that Screwhead over there. And he like talks about who she is, and right there, Screwhead is right there, ready to rip her head off in the motorball thing, and then she's just like, "Hey, go easy on me, guys." It's like, you know her. You know her.
You know him because he was sitting next to her, and you know him because he gave a speech about how he corrected the dude, how many people he killed. Right. You know them.
You started a bar fight with them. You know these people. Asses. And then the doctor's like, "Those people are there to kill you. Which ones?"
All of them.
What? Like, you don't recognize?
She did it like Mr. Krabs. Bro.
Man. Dude. I was like, yo, you're a super advanced robot and you don't... Okay.
Yeah, all right. Apparently your retinas have no facial recognition.
Like, okay.
Your 300-year-old brain must be senile. By the way, she was 300.
Yep.
Plus years old.
Look like a teenager though.
Yep. Because of the cyborg body and her super heart that could power a city for years.
Yep.
So
yeah.
He tried to keep her away from her body, her true body, because he wanted a better life. Which I still don't,
Yeah. He had some kind of weird thing where he looked at his daughter.
Past daughter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was so funny. When you saw how you was like, he didn't have to do that
at all.
Like, the doctor's daughter gets killed in like a really dumb way. It was like some roided out robot, and he like hit the doctor and he's running to the door, and then the doctor's daughter's in the way of the door.
In a fucking wheelchair.
In a wheelchair, and so he's just like, and I guess that killed her.
I'm telling you. The door is here. She's here. He literally took a side step to the left to wind up to hit her.
And I'm just like sitting next to him. And he's just like, he didn't have to do that.
The plot didn't thicken that day. He got really loose. Like,
her death could have been a lot
more significant or not happen at all.
Yeah.
He could have always
explained a little better something.
He could have always won a daughter and he just could never got his wife pregnant or something. Something.
Yeah. Like, rather than some roided out robot.
Angry dude. One of his angriest patients.
Yep.
Just move, doctor, who I'm obviously mad at because you're trying to stop me from taking the drugs. Little girl in a wheelchair. Die, bitch. Legitimately.
He said little girl in a wheelchair.
Full power. Like, yo, why?
Man.
And okay, final thoughts on review before we move on to the last thing, because we have to do it. We want on the show eventually.
Oh, okay. I liked it. I recommend it. I don't know if I'm getting on DVD. I might, but I want to see a sequel.
I want to see a sequel. So
and I want to see an Air Gear movie.
I might get it on DVD just so, in hopes I push that sales just a little bit further. So
hey, Garfield.
Welcome to the show.
I told you he was gonna pop up. I didn't think it would be in the first episode, but I told you.
Welcome to the show. Oh, he
What's
told
up?
me to shut up.
Yes, he did. He will be a regular guest on the show. All right, yep, go do your thing.
Take your time, stretch
Yep,
it out.
Stretch it out. Yep.
Do whatever you want.
Alrighty. If you don't want to watch the show for us, at least watch it for his random cameo appearances.
Yeah, he's like well, it's too soon to say that. He's definitely the star of the show.
Yes, he is.
But I liked it. I liked the action. I wish the Hugo never existed.
Yes.
I wish it wasn't trying to fit so much into the first movie. We planned to span out in a series.
Mm-hmm.
And I also wish they didn't spend so much on giving everyone cybernetics.
Yep.
Like everyone, even the guy who stopped to tie his shoe in scene 1 when she first saw this city, like legit, like I don't even know if that guy knew he was on set. I mean, if they paid him to tie that shoe, he did a good job. But they could have saved some on there, and we could have got a little bit more story, a little more plot connection.
Yep.
But it's not a must-see, but I would recommend seeing it.
Yeah, definitely not a must-see, but definitely a recommendation.
I wouldn't say it was a terrible movie. I mean, I enjoyed it as much as I made like the dislikes.
As much as we dislike Hugo, we enjoyed the movie more.
Yes, specifically Hugo.
Yep. No offense to the actor, by the way.
No, you did a great job. You
Yep.
you played a perfect basic bitch.
You played an excellent street rat.
There's nothing wrong with that statement. Like, that is not a diss. That is, you did a good job. The character itself could have just rotted.
Yeah.
Straight face, for real. Last thing.
Right. Who would you like on the show?
Shamik Moore.
That's the guy who did the voice of Miles Morales in Into the Spider-Verse. He's also on Incredible Crew, and he starred in a movie, which name I cannot remember. It's like a one-word movie too.
It is a one-word
It's like
movie.
Uptown, I think.
No. It's Dope.
Dope. Yes, he starred in Dope.
Yeah. Shamik Moore.
Yes.
This is my shout out to you. Please join us on our couch or in our space.
Couch for now.
Couch for now.
Couch for now. We have changes coming, you guys. So
yeah, like
soon.
Just
And when they
join
come,
us
you'll like
with
them.
your graces, with your presence. You are legit awesome.
Yep. You know who we actually might be able to have on the show one day? Zack Snyder.
That would be dope too.
Yeah, he's always apparently open to talk to people. So yeah, if I can make it happen, most definitely.
Yeah, I would love to get.
Yeah, I would love to talk to Zack Snyder.
Yeah,
man.
pick his brain, see
That'd
his
be hella dope.
ideas.
Yes.
Like from his perspective without the Marvel filter.
Yep.
Yeah,
for real.
Legitimately.
That's why he writes for DC.
That yeah.
Me personally, it will be Donald Glover, Childish Gambino.
Oh, yeah,
man,
big fan.
Huge fan. It's even on my Facebook. It's like this little question thing. It's like, if you could meet or hang out with a celebrity, who would it be? It's him. It's always gonna be him. We would just talk about the nerdiest stuff, ranging from Spider-Man to Batman to Hawkeye, just everything. Atlanta, man.
All of it. And
Deadpool.
Yep.
I would really want to see what he was. You know, the script is online. You can read it.
Is it?
Yeah, the script for the Deadpool series he was gonna do. He leaked it online.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read that.
Yeah.
I will. Yeah. Also, just shout out to The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. You've been an idol in my life since I was a wee lad. Like, legitimately, you are the Will Smith of my time. He's the Will Smith of my time. Not saying that Will Smith, you're not Will Smith.
I'm like, Will Smith was in your time.
My time. Yeah, but like Fresh Prince and stuff, there's a lot going on I didn't understand. I was so young.
Alright, I mean, okay.
But The Rock, I could always smell what The Rock was cooking, okay?
You know, I feel like your statement isn't making much sense, but I feel where you're coming from.
If you hear me,
I get where you're coming from.
I'm calling you to the couch. That sounds like a wrestling match. I'm calling you to the couch, brother.
Then he's just gonna, man.
I don't want to get manhandled, but
if
he's on the show, I'll be happy. Even if I gotta get
if he
manhandled
throws you
for
on the
it.
couch, like that's your intro. You just see man, you just flying to the couch.
I'm like, we got the Rock. That's probably all I'll say for the rest of the podcast. 'Cause that dude's buff.
Yeah.
I mean, I fight people. He's a monster. And fuck it, if we could get Will Smith, that'd be that'd be awesome too.
No, I wouldn't even consider that one.
Why?
Dude, Will Smith is
He got
no
a
offense to him.
YouTube channel now. He do what he wants.
Yeah, no
Legitimate.
offense. I love Will Smith, but dude, he is a diva. Honestly,
He's an icon.
he's an icon. But he's a diva.
No, that's why he's a diva. He's an icon.
Yeah, and it's just like, dude, no, I'm not gonna. No, I'm not about to sit up
I'm
here.
not even about to.
No, like I guarantee you, if we want to have Will Smith on the show, we'd have to pay him a large sum of money and probably still suck his dick. I'm like,
Oh yeah,
I'm not doing
we're not doing
neither.
that for money.
Yeah, not doing
not
neither
doing that.
one.
No.
I don't care how famous you are. No, I'm good.
Bruh.
So Will Smith was cool, but I'm go just watch him on TV.
All right.
Yeah.
So this was
today's show.
Yeah, we'll think of an outro and a new intro because
I already thought of an outro. I can't do it yet.
Oh, okay.
I like the outro you had.
You did?
Yeah, the what'd you say? We're going out with a boom or with an explosion, something like that.
Yeah, but it has a clip.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has a clip.
Yeah. That's gonna be a meme.
Alright. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Like I said, if not for us, then at least we got our field.
Please.
You got an outro, buddy? No?